Hey everyone! Today, we're digging into something I find absolutely fascinating. The actual blueprint for creating a university from the ground up. We're talking about Yland College in Myanmar. I mean, seriously, think about it. How do you do that? It's so much more than just putting up buildings. You have to create an entire framework for learning, a complete journey for a student from their very first day all the way to graduation. Well, this plan gives us a peek behind the curtain. Okay, so what is Yland College? At its heart, it's a proposed four-year university with a really clear goal: to offer bachelor's degrees to people right there in its own region. This is all about creating opportunities close to home. You know, any great project has to start with a solid foundation. And for a college, that foundation isn't concrete, it's the academic structure itself. It's the core of the whole learning experience. So let's see how they designed it. First things first, it's built on a pretty standard four-year model, which is broken down into 8 semesters. This gives the whole thing a familiar, time-tested rhythm for students to follow. And during those 4 years, it's all about racking up credits. Think of credits like the building blocks for your degree. Each class is worth a few blocks, and you need to stack up between 120 and 132 of them to finally get that diploma. A student's education here isn't just one single thing either. It's actually made up of 4 different types of courses that all fit together. You've got your broad general education, your fundamental department core, your deep dive major specialization, and then the really hands-on stuff, research and practicum. These general ed courses, this is the common ground. It doesn't matter if you're going to be a linguist or a teacher, everybody takes these classes. Things like critical thinking and academic English. This just makes sure that everyone graduates with the same set of essential skills they'll need out in the world. So, with that shared foundation in place, the blueprint calls for 3 main pillars to rise up from it. These are the first academic departments. And I think the choice of these 3 is really telling. Starting with language, religion, and education. It really signals a focus on preserving culture, understanding community, and, building for the future. So let's imagine we're a language student here. In year 1, you start with the basics, right? Intro to linguistics. But check this out. By year 3, you're not just in a classroom anymore. You're doing practical things like translation and field linguistics, like actually going out and documenting languages. It all leads up to a big research project where you turn all that theory into real scholarly work. Now let's look at the path for a religious studies student. It's just as hands-on. You start with a big overview of world religions, but the key is how it gets applied. In your 3rd year, you're out in the field doing studies at actual monasteries and cultural sites. So this is not just about reading old books. It's about experiencing living, breathing traditions. And our 3rd pillar, education, is all about creating a teacher from day 1. You move from theory to practical tools like curriculum development, and then you get this micro-teaching practice. The final year is the real deal, a full-on teaching internship in an actual classroom. Okay, so the college has laid out these really cool, in-depth learning journeys. But how does it actually track a student's progress? And what does it take to officially cross that finish line and earn your degree? Now, what's really interesting here is the thinking behind how they grade. It's all about balance. Your final grade isn't just riding on one huge high-pressure exam. See that? 40% comes from continuous assessment, your work all semester long. That approach really encourages consistent effort and deep learning, not just cramming at the last minute. And here are the final steps. To graduate, you've got to complete all your credits, obviously. You have to finish that internship. You have to successfully defend your big thesis project. But look at that last one, participate in community service. I think that's brilliant. It shows the college's vision isn't just about making scholars, it's about creating citizens who are truly invested in their community. Now, a blueprint like this is never really finished. It's a living document. The people who plan this are already thinking about what comes next, like adding new wings to the building, imagining how this college can grow and change over time. And that long-term vision is ambitious. The goal is for the college to become way more than just a place to take classes. They want to set up specialized research centers for each department and build bridges to the rest of the world through international exchange programs. This is about turning it into a true hub of knowledge. And that really brings us to the most important question of all. A blueprint like this is about so much more than classes and credits. It's a massive investment in people. And it leaves us with this powerful idea to think about. What actually happens to a community, to a whole region,
when a new generation finally gets the chance to learn.